the Children's Hour Incorporated presents ICKY, a radio musical.
Way back in the days before the end of the Big Sick, students everywhere were forced to stare at computer screens featuring live video feeds of their classmates. This was happening in bedrooms, living rooms, and kitchens across the country and the world. It wasn't fun. Gone were the days of Girl Scouts and Recycle Club. Sayonara to football, soccer, basketball. Bye-bye to summer vacation, swimming at the pool, and sharing ice cream cones before they melt onto the sidewalk. Being in close proximity wasn't safe anymore. So families everywhere were staying home to protect those who wouldn't win a fight against this treacherous sickness.
Mom, class just started. Everyone can see you.
Oh, hi, Jillian. Mrs. Michaels.
Miss Davis, nice to see you.
I've got my own class to zoom into right now. Have fun in class, everyone.
Thanks, Mom.
Have fun, sweetie. Just do your best to stay focused, okay? No more daydreaming, Hallie. Right, Miss Michaels?
You're muted, Miss Michaels.
Good grief, I'll get the hang of this eventually. All right, class, today we are going to talk about climate change.
Can we do something else today? I just want to go outside.
Damien, right now we are in class. I know things have been a little different recently, and I know that it's not always fun to have to do school online. But for now, this is what we have to do. Can anyone explain what climate change means for us and for the planet?
It means the polar ice caps are melting, sea levels are rising, and there are lots of wildfires that heat up the atmosphere and...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Michaela, but I would like everyone to raise their hand before speaking. Yes, Austin?
Isn't climate change a hoax?
Is that what you think?
That's what my parents say.
There are a lot of people who find it hard to believe that our planet is suffering this much, Austin. We have taken a lot of CO2 that was buried away during the age of the dinosaurs that is now being released into the atmosphere in the form of fossil fuel emissions, and lots of other types of emissions that have drastic effects on our lives. This has affected our ability to breathe clean air, grow non-toxic food, and even have access to clean water.
Everyone has clean water, don't they?
Not everyone, Damien. Though it feels like it should be a human right, doesn't it?
Excuse me, Miss Michaels, even though some of the emissions were trapped in the Earth during the age of the dinosaurs, the Mesozoic period, the majority of the emissions we burn today actually came from the Cambrian, Precambrian, and Permian periods. And most of the emissions are from marine deposits, rather than the dinosaurs themselves.
Thank you, Sam. You're totally right.
What about the planet, Miss Michaels?
Christina, the planet is in trouble. And it's up to your generation to find solutions my generation didn't know they would need.
Miss, that's way too much responsibility.
Well, Trent...
Hey, does anyone want to see my dog? A puppy? Where?
Hey everyone, look at Michaela's puppy!
Open the blinds, let the outside in again. Nothing but time, and I just sit here listening. I'm missing the line, no cafeteria, the kitchen it is. I never thought that I would long for that jello thingy-majig.
I had my birthday at home, I see my friends through the phone. I took a field trip alone. I don't know what to think of this.
It really seems to be a kid right now, with all the rules and the chores and the worn-out faces, and all I want to do right now.
Wow, Michaela, I wish I had a dog.
Aw,
Me too, Hallie.
what's your dog's name?
$7. Isn't he cute?
His hair is golden.
He's a golden retriever, right, Michaela?
I love dogs.
Yay, puppy!
It really seems to be a kid right now, with all the rules and the chores and the worn-out faces, and all I want to do right now.
Class, I need focus. I know we're all at home, but right now, we need to focus all of our energy onto the screen in front of you.
Aww, we go back to the beginning. Nah, 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 when we were hanging out and chilling. Nah, 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 I asked my parents
Super Smizzok, I really miss a Pizzok. You should pick up at 5, cause Mom's not home by Dizok. Recess, canceled. Jungle Gym, canceled. Basketball, canceled. And that's not the end. Girl Scouts, canceled. After school, canceled. Even school is canceled. Will I ever see my friends?
Back in the day, bad grades was worse than being sick, because back in the beginning, we thought we'd get over it.
Miss, look at Hallie. She fell asleep on camera.
Hallie, wake up, please. Hallie, back to Earth, please, Hallie.
Unbeknownst to Hallie, she had entered a dream portal. Memories of the playground zoomed past her at lightning speed and were replaced by a deep aloneness and a slumpy sameness. Sounds of the class Zoom room fade to silence deep within Hallie's subconscious. Then, out of nowhere, swirling with color and sound, is the bustling superhero Command Central. The first superhero to float down the hall is that Sandollar? Sandollar the super puppy?
Has anyone seen the Superbot?
Immediately after him, the hall fills with superheroes beaming from one place to another. It looks a lot like the hallways in school after the last bell. It's busy, it's loud. Superheroes are doing flips and astral projections left and right. They are soaring down the hallways and metamorphosing all over the place. Two heroes soared above the crowd. The first was Wind.
Wild, come on.
And behind him was Wild.
I'm coming.
The pair seemed to be floating on clouds above everyone else. Together they whooshed down the hall, trying to race after Sandollar, almost knocking into the hero of invisibility.
Hey, Wind and Wild, I'm walking here.
Whoops, invisibility. Sorry.
I can't find the Superbot anywhere. Something is up.
Alert! Alert! Calling all heroes. This is a level 5 emergency. Come on.
Sam the Science Kid, what's going on?
Super Sound, how can you sleep through the Sicky Icky alert? We have to get to the committee reading right away. Come with me, we're already late.
What's a Sicky Icky?
You haven't paid attention at all. The Sicky Icky drip like he's running the halls. A villain with the chills and a nice southern drawl. He's coming for y'all. He's coming for y'all.
Dripping with the sicky icky snot. Coughing everywhere, everyone he's got. Contaminate, contaminate the yucky, yucky goes. The icky is a germ that you never ever want.
Keep it cold like a lung with the cough.
He keep it fine like a fever that's hot.
He had a mall with no mask, he forgot.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
Sicky icky monster's gonna get ya. Oh, he's gonna get ya. If you sick, he's even sicker. Oh, he's terrible. Oh, he's terrible.
The Sicky Icky is known to cause widespread confusion, fear, and mistrust. It creates false claims that forces its victims to question the basis of their very reality. Sicky infects supers and transforms them into Sicky Icky minis that spread and infect more minis. As of yet, there is no cure and no way to avoid it. The Sicky Icky is taking over the minds and hearts of everyone. The Sicky Ickiness is spreading and is making the most vulnerable among us really, really sick. Do not fall victim to the Sicky Icky. Keep yourself and your neighbors safe. We can beat this, but only if we do it together.
Oh no, Super Stretch, what are we gonna do?
Oh, Sam, I don't know. Maybe you can find a cure. Bright Light and I can team up with you.
Yeah, Sam, you can discover a cure and heal this guy using science and the truth.
But Bright Light and Super Sound, I don't usually think of myself as a real superhero. But in times like this, science might really save us.
Sam, how quickly could you find a cure? Maybe all of us can help. Bright Light, Super Stretch, and Sam the Science Kid. Let's do this.
As all of the superheroes whooshed and soared and flew off to find their way to help fight against this sicky icky mess that had been made, one superhero felt particularly alone. This hero was called Invisibility.
I like being alone.
Everyone else is blasting off to destroy the ICKY, but there must be a different way.
Just as invisibility thought to give up, in cartwheeled two identical twin supers, Joy and Giggle, who love to laugh and play.
Invisibility, why aren't you running off to find the ICKY?
Don't you want to do your part to help save the world?
I never wanted a superpower. This is way too much responsibility.
But you're a superhero!
This is just what we do.
There's nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it.
But you two are the super twins. Joy and Giggle, I'm just a person who happens to have an ability, and I don't want to be a super at all. Can I just be here and be alone?
Some are born great.
Some achieve greatness.
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
I don't think that has anything to do with me.
Of course it does.
Like us, you were born great.
But it's not just enough to be great.
You have to work hard too.
But you two don't work hard.
Hey! Yes, we do.
What even is your superpower?
Double the trouble.
We make people laugh.
Sad?
Super twins to the rescue.
That's not a real superpower. I'm over this. Everyone wants a hero, but they think I'm small, and everyone wants the answer, but they won't listen at all. And I keep praying for something that will cushion the fall, and all that we needed to see was with our glasses off, and all that we needed to be was with our glasses on. Will anyone come and save us from who we are? And I don't want to be different, but it's written in the stars, and there's no cape or gamma ray, no bat or Superman that can save you from yourself if you can't. Who, me? Don't you see that a superhero's not inside of me? Who, me? Can't you see I don't want that responsibility? Superhero's not inside of me, no. Ooh. Go where I want, nobody knows. Can't find me right under your nose. I'm not a hero, I'd much rather go in the opposite direction when it comes to blows. Keeping to myself is better for my health. Staying out of trouble has served me well. Learn how to hide, but not how to show up. Why does life as a hero gotta be so rough?
We can tell you're hiding, but you don't have to hide. It's just us. We want to play. You're free to be who you wanna be. You're free to be who you wanna be.
You can't see me and I'm invisible. The planet's burning and I don't wanna play. You can't see me and I'm invisible. The planet's burning and there's nothing to say. You can't see me and I'm invisible. The planet's burning and I don't wanna play. You can't see me and I'm invisible. The planet's burning and there's nothing to say.
Hey, invisibility! Don't go away like that! Come back and play with us!
We see you.
You can't see me. I'm invisible.
And with that, invisibility metabolized into their regular skin.
Yay! We can see you again!
I like you too. Joy and Giggle, I'm glad I can rely on friends like you.
Let's take on the ICKY together.
If we work together, there's nothing we can't do.
I've never fought a monster before. I don't think I have what it takes. What if I make a mistake? Someone could get really hurt, and I really don't want that kind of responsibility.
No one is perfect. We make mistakes all the time.
Sometimes it's serious, and sometimes it's really funny. But how will we learn if we don't make mistakes?
We'll be right by your side to make sure you know it's all right.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Off our heroes went, the Super Twins and Invisibility, newly willing to be seen. They may not have known what sicky ickiness lay before them, but at least they had each other, plus one secret weapon, fun! From the Superhero Central to the farthest reaches of the Spectroverse, Wind and Wild soared at lightning speed, for Wind had the ability to be at one with weather. He could morph from a tornado to a summer breeze faster than a blink. Wild had this special ability to connect and communicate with all beings, but especially animals. Because of her kind-hearted and gentle nature, she asked a sedge of nearby sandhill cranes to carry them on a gust from wind to find the dreaded, goopy, drippy, sicky icky. They soared through the Spectroverse to a green, grassy hill overlooking a dark, remote cave.
You think the sicky icky is in that cave down there? Where else could it be this disgusting be without everyone uncovering their sicky icky mess? Wind, do you see what I see? Oh no! Marching into the cave! Is that a mini sicky icky? It must have been. It was dripping and sneezing and walking like a zombie. It's just... I can't shake it. That mini sicky looked just like Super Stretch. There are more of them! Oh my goodness! Those mini sicky ickies look like Bright Light, Super Sound, and Sam the Science Kid! They've all been captured! If I can just get a little bit closer, I might even be able to see the big sicky. Getting too close could be dangerous. I'll breeze over there and see if I can go unnoticed. Wait, no. We can't go in there without backup. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Sand Dollar! Come fast and in a hurry. We think we know where the sticky icky is hiding.
The call of the wild was made. From the deep of the universe, out bounded a super golden retriever with the ability to transform into any other animal. It was Sand Dollar.
There you are. I heard the call and hurried here.
Oh, Sand Dollar, I knew we could rely on you.
Did you find the sicky icky?
We not only found the sicky icky, but he's been brainwashing captured supers and using their powers against them. Super Sound, Bright Light, Super Stretch, and Sam the Science Kid have all been infected.
The Superbot was right. He's turning captured supers into sicky icky minis.
We need to rescue our friends and take down the sticky icky.
What are we going to do? Should I go in there?
No, I know what I have to do. Nothing can fight this horrible monster better than the natural world. Using the wisdom and strength of the earth is our only chance to keep the sicky icky from causing even more harm. Not only to us, but everywhere. From the coral reef to the atmosphere, the sicky icky is polluting everything.
No, don't go.
Not without us. You could get really sick. This is a big risk, but I know I can do it. I'll make this sacrifice to keep everyone else safe.
All alone, and with none of her animal friends to help her, Wild entered the cave where the drippy Sicky Icky had built a Sicky Icky assembly line, transforming captured supers into mini Sicky Ickies that would begin super spreading the Sicky Ickiness to the farthest reaches of the Spectroverse. The mini Sicky Ickies marched along to a sick beat.
I'm just a cold whose intentions are safe for you, my Moco Minis. I'm misunderstood, like a chip to a shoulder or a monkey on a back. This is the year of the villain surprise. We all got masks. The the gift that keeps on spreading. Mine is the handshakes and hugs. When your heart's as many as mine, you realize that a superhero's biggest muscle is love. Bunch of do-gooders with no love for a superbug, so Mother Nature's got a bone to pick with people who treat their planet about as well as they treat one another. And that's a lesson even schools can't teach their kids.
Hey, ICKY, please stop that.
Who dares call on me?
Stop super spreading. Please, it's tearing families apart and really hurting people.
Why would I stop? I'm the most powerful male-identifying person in the Spectroverse.
You can't just take over the world with this nasty ickiness. You're obsessed with power and you're trying to cling to it. But people are being really hurt by all of this.
Who cares if a few people get hurt? They're a worthy sacrifice. No one can stop me from spreading. I won't stop until everyone knows my greatness.
Well, I'm going to have to try.
Just as Wild began gathering her inner strength to summon 20 of the nearest puppies to lick and snuggle the ICKY,
detain her.
Suddenly, the mini ICKYs broke away from their sniffly assembly line. They approached Wild with an eerie look in their glazed and drippy eyes. She looked majestic, free, and strong, but her inner light was beginning to flicker as the first mini ICKY blocked her path. Then the next, then the next.
Wait, no!
An army of mini ICKYs began dripping into the cave, focused completely on Wild.
Take her mask.
No!
They charged. Wild began to question her very reality. The ICKY minis were 6 feet away, then 5 feet, then 4. Deep within the sneezy, coughing cloud, Wild knew she would be surrounded soon if she didn't do something. 3 feet.
This is it! It's over! What can I do?
But back at the hill...
Is that Wind and Sand Dollar? What are you guys doing all the way out here on this random hill?
What a surprise! We love you guys. What's going on this luscious hill? Having fun?
Super twins! Invisibility, good grief! Are we glad you're here?
Wild went in there to try to stop the ICKY from infecting more people.
Risky.
So risky.
Oh no!
Why would she do that?
She thinks she can really make a difference with him.
He'll never listen to her. She's just a kid.
She is a kid. A very strong and smart kid. But right now, we need to save her. We can't just let her go in there alone.
We can be her backup!
Wait, conflict really isn't my thing.
Are you just going to stand by and watch her get taken over by the ICKY?
Well, no, but can't we be her ally and not be put in harm's way?
Sometimes you have to show up and really be involved when you witness injustice.
Yeah, it can be scary, but you won't be alone.
All of us will be there together. We have an opportunity to put action behind words and save our friend.
And you really think it'll make a difference?
Yes! And you'll never really know.
Unless you give it a try. Let's go make some good trouble.
All right. I think I might have a plan.
Will it be fun?
Who, me? Don't you see that a superhero lives inside of me? Who, me? Can't you see the superhero living inside of me? Who, me? Won't you see that a superhero lives inside of me? Oh, ooh, ooh. Show up for my people when you need me. Call a phone with us 4 super friends after all. All heroes don't wear capes, but some wear masks just to keep us safe. Learned how to make the best of a bad situation by making people laugh. Learned how to love when times get tough. Everyday superheroes look just like us. Who, me? Don't you see that a
Back inside the cave,
You don't want to hurt me. I have friends who are going to come and rescue me.
Your friends have been transformed and will never return to their super forms. I'll get them all. It's only a matter of time.
You won't succeed.
Why would they come get you when they don't want to risk getting sick? And making the planet even sicker.
We will find a way to defeat you.
We. They left you all alone.
Psst. Wild, we're here to rescue you. My invisibility is hiding everyone.
unbeknownst to the ICKY, the forces of goodness, equality, healing, and truth had transcended the ICKY-ickiness of the cave.
With my help, we're all swirling around the room.
We're going to laugh him out of here.
You have to summon your most resilient healing forces to get this guy out of here.
I can do that. Okay, ICKY, maybe you're right.
Yeah, that's right. I'm always right. And I never admit when I'm wrong.
And then the heroes levitated the ICKY minis. Invisibility reached deep within and was able to offer their invisibility ability to the rescued ICKY minis, keeping the minis from being discovered mid-transformation. Sand Dollar, with his transformational ability, began morphing Super Sound, Bright Light, Super Stretch, and Sam the Science Kid back to their super selves. Wild activated the humanity within each of the supers and activated their powers. First, Bright Light beamed from within. As her glow traveled to the whole crew, Sam the Science Kid was supercharged and snapped back into his super science mode. All of the supers began uniting their powers, just as Sam the Science Kid discovered
a cure! A remedy!
No! What are you doing?
Your time of infecting is over.
Their collective powers united these young heroes into a massive supernova, enveloping the ICKY. Each of the heroes, Invisibility, Sand Dollar, the Super Twins, Wind and Wild, plus the newly rescued Sam the Science Kid, Super Sound, Bright Light, and Super Stretch blasted a swirling ray of rainbow light throughout the cave. There was a warm light tickling the walls of the cave and ricocheting around the super team. All at once, the energy was directed at the ICKY. As he began glowing with their unified power.
You can't do this to me. I've worked hard for all this power, and I deserve to have what's mine. Stop this! We can fight you, minis!
We're not your minis. I'm Super Sound.
Yes, ICKY, we're our own heroes now. I'm Bright Light, the power of fluorescence.
I'm Super Stretch, and now you're stuck.
ICKY, I'm Sam the Science Kid, and I've discovered a cure. It's over for you.
I worked so hard to control you.
The ICKY became smaller and smaller until he was revealed in his true form, a shriveled, decaying blurb.
A blurb? What? I thought you were one of the most powerful beings in the Spectroverse.
I am. Oh, I hate this. I hate everyone. How could you do this to me?
You don't have to cause harm to others in order to feel whole. I understand that the world can be scary sometimes, but you can't go around trying to control other people. You must treat others with kindness and respect.
I take what I deserve. That's my fundamental right.
You don't have the right to hurt others. We're strong enough to stop you. Together.
I don't need anyone else. I'll do it by myself. Just you wait. I'll be back.
And with that, the Sicky Icky blurb evaporated in a puff of orange fury.
Wow. Look, Joy, Giggle. Everyone looks happy.
No one is scared anymore. Every being in the Spectroverse is special and unique.
At least right here, right now, there is room for everyone in their own special and unique way.
When suddenly, almost out of nowhere, back on the computer screen,
Hallie! Wake up, Hallie!
Hallie, sweetie, come back to Earth, Hallie.
We woke her up!
Wow, you guys, I just had the craziest dream.
About what, Hallie?
Yeah, Hallie, what did you dream?
Did you dream about anything special?
I had a dream about this, and I know exactly what to do to help save the world. Can Sand Dollar be part of it?
Yeah, Hallie, can my puppy Sand Dollar be part of the story?
Mrs., can we please just take a break from being online today?
Okay, everybody. We can take a short break today, right after you share your revelation with us, Hallie. Let's hear your idea.
Okay, so there's a really big sick right now. But what if we were all able to come together and...
All of my family is home. No one I know has a cold virtual field trip to Rome. I have hope we'll get through this.
It's not so bad to be a kid right now. I go to school with my friends and still see their faces. And all I wanna do right now. Should we go back to the beginning? Nah, nah, nah. Will it be this way forever? Nah, nah, nah. Will we forget that we are heroes? Nah, nah, nah. We say hope, we say hope, we say hope, hope, hope.
you have been listening to ICKY, the radio musical, written by Saren Monet West, with songs by Jules Latimer and Hakeem Bellamy. It was directed by Jonathan Dunsky and Nicholas Main, with music direction by Sage Saracen. Our play was performed by the Children's Hour Radio Players, featuring
Airdrie as student Michaela.
Corbett as Sam the Science Kid and Student Sam.
Flo as a Sicky Icky Mini.
Illy as Super Twin Giggle. Isaac as Sand Dollar.
Katie as Mom.
Calum as Super Stretch and Student Damien.
Kodiak as Super Sound and Austin.
Lucas as Superbot and Student Trent.
Luciana is Bright Light and Student Christina.
Maya F. as Invisibility.
Maya M. as Super Twin Joy.
Melissa as Wild.
Octavia as Student Hallie.
Tanya as Miss Michaels.
Daniel as Flynn.
Xander as a student and a Sicky Icky Mini.
Zen as Sicky Icky.
and me, Sasha, as the narrator. Additional music was composed by Rob Janoff and performed by Josh English on drums, Paul Hunton on bass, Sean Hettinger on keyboard, and Kyle Malone on guitar, with sound design by Jen Krause, with recording engineering by Andres Martinez. ICKY, the radio musical, was produced by Katie Stone for the Children's Hour Incorporated. This program was made possible by a grant from the Albuquerque Community Foundation and the Albuquerque Community Foundation Conscience of Society Fund. This project received special support from Meredith Stevenson, Molly Madden, Jeffrey Squires, Judy Brown, and Henry Schonert.
Should we go back to the beginning? Nah, nah, nah. Will it be this way forever? Nah, nah, nah. Will we forget that we are heroes? Nah, nah, nah. We say hope, we say hope, we say hope, hope, hope.
We hope you enjoyed ICKY, a radio musical. Find a learning guide for teachers and families at childrenshour.org/ICKY. Thanks for listening. I'm Katie Stone.